Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Yeah, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid.
Boss Cowboys.
Your voice matters.
So you better preach. If your voice matter, you better use it. Man, today gonna be interesting. Y'all gotta pay attention on this one, because I'm gonna talk about something that I've been thinking about lately, and I'm gonna get into it heavy today. Because this has to do with draft strategy, right? And an opportunity for the Dallas Cowboys. It's multiple ways to skin a cat, but I think we got to look at this from all angles. And the more I look at this, the more and more I'm seeing a major opportunity for the Dallas Cowboys to retool. So they're going to have to look at some stuff. Not just the player, but the environment that brings the best out the players. Let's talk about it. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. Need no middleman, I'm the man to man, send it in. I like what I like, me, I know my rights, is sipping in. I like having fun, I do what I want, it's what it is. For my son and son, for my daughters, yeah, it's for my twin. I work through the night, I do what I like, get a check, I go for the ride. I've been down a ride for the win, still move on the hush, never run for none. I face my fears, I just drop a nine, month to month, still from year to year. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah.
Let's go.
New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. Get some checks, I invest, and I spend a check. Spend a check, get it back, then I take a risk. Only race is the human, I take care of my skin. I was doing this as a rookie, now I'm up to vet. Set the trend, set the pace of play. I don't trip, but if I fall, bet I make a way. I take trips in the fall, watch the leaves change. I like to treat every day like it's my D-Day. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again.
Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Do it again, again, again.
All the executives in the chat, have a seat.
Do it again, again, again.
What's up, everybody, man? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Miss Lockhart, good to see you, as usual. This is something. What's up, Big Santana? I see my OG from Dallas in the house. Good to see you, big dog. And if I know you from back in the day, don't ghost watch. Let me tell you, I run into too many people in the streets of Dallas now. And the first thing they say is, "Oh man, I rock with your channel." Okay, well, bro, if you walk with the channel, why don't you never say nothing in the chat? See, Big Santana, he from a hood, but I know he here. He don't come in ghost watch. He come in and he say, "What's up?" So I just think that's kind of weird.
Bruh.
To say you watch, don't even say hello. So we need to do better, my Dallas people, my Dallas, Oak Cliff, all of my people. We need to do a little bit better, man. Stick together. Stop all that crab stuff. What's up, JC? I see JC in the building. Whenever I see my brother content creators, I'm always recognize them. Good to see you, big dog. Now, this subject that I'm talking about today is, to me, a very slept on subject. Very, very slept on. And it's very, very important. I'm going to talk about this from a couple of different ways, all right? Because I talked about the environment, plus or minus effects to draft prospects. The environment I call soil. The draft prospects I call seed. So y'all know I talk in metaphors. So you got to stay with me. I talk in metaphors. So we going to be dealing with a lot of seed, soil. We going to be talking about seed, soil. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. It's a lot of people, when they look at these prospects, they only look at them. They never, and I'm going to say in most cases, most look at it like what you drafted is what you're getting. But I don't think that's the case. I think most of the time, what you drafted, you get based on the environment that's around that person. So let me, I'm gonna show y'all something. We go somewhere and talk about this from a biblical standpoint. All right, so I'm gonna preach to you today. So if you go to the scriptures and you look at the scriptures, regardless of what you believe as a person of faith, I'm still gonna talk to you today in a way that's gonna try to bring this all together. And one of the obvious famous scriptures is the parable of the sower. Okay. In Matthew 13. And so I'm going to read some of this and I'm going to talk about this and then equate this to the opportunity that I see with the Dallas Cowboys. So this is one you have to stay with me. All right. So in the parable of the sower, the same day Jesus went out of the house and sat by the lake, such large crowds gathered around him that he got into a boat and sat in it, while all the people stood on the shore. Then he told them many things in parables, saying, a farmer went out to sow his seed. As he was scattered, the seed, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some fell on rocky places, where it did not have much soil. Some fell on rocky places, where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly, but because the soil was shallow, but when the sun came up, the plants were scorched and they withered because they had no root. Other seed fell among thorns, which grew up and choked the plants. Still, other seed fell on good soil, where it produced a crop 160, 30 times that was sown. So, when he really further explained it, the soil was the condition of the heart. Okay, that's what he was talking about, the condition of your heart. But notice something. Notice how the survival of the seed wasn't based on the power of the seed. The survival of the seed was more so based on the soil that was around it. The quality of the soil produced in that parable the outcome that was desired in that seed. So I'm gonna show you another scripture, then I'm gonna be done with the Bible study for today. It's another scripture that deals with seed that I think is misunderstood a lot. It's famous, but in my opinion, misunderstood. Matthew 17, another scripture dealing with seed. He said, "For I tell you, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed." See, now this seed is different. This seed is different because small faith don't move mountains. So in that scripture, I don't believe at all that the size of the seed was what it was really referring to. I believe that the mustard seed is more about the characteristic of the seed itself. Because when you study a mustard seed, what you learn is that a mustard seed can grow in tough environments. So it doesn't take perfect soil to survive. So now we can talk about the draft. Because there are certain players that are mustard seed players. They're going to survive. They're going to move mountains regardless of the soil because they are that good. They are the mustard seed types. But the majority of players require the proper environment to become the proper player in the NFL. So the main reason I wanted to talk about this show is because it's important, very important in my opinion, when you're trying to team build, that you maximize team building where you get the best return on investment. So now hear me. Now listen, I'm taking my time. Listen. Let me take my time on this because this is important. I got to get a background. So one of the most important things that I've ever learned in sales was not about how to sell. It was more so about concentrating your energy on the most effective things to get the best outcome. So as a salesperson, I ain't gonna never forget, I was always good because I was, trained in sales and at the top university in the country, number one sales program in the country. And I was one of the top students in there, right? So selling wasn't a problem. And I was going against a guy named Luis Hernandez, who also graduated from that program. We was both selling for an insurance company, and he was selling me under a bridge. He was turning me up. And one day, because I knew him, I said, "Bro, what you doing?" He said, "Come to the office." So I went to his office and he said, "Bro, what you showed me on those call me cards, because I used to send out something to existing customers called call me cards, right? So if you was an existing customer where you was probably missing another line of product, I would just send you a card that said call me regarding your policy. So you go look at it. Oh, am I okay? You go call in. Hey Marcus, I got a call me card. So yeah, give me a second. So, oh yeah, I'm looking at your policy. It looked like everything is going good, but I do see some areas to where I think I can help you get better. Cause it looked like you're missing an alarm. I'm gonna give that to you, give you a discount. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no problem. And also, you don't have home insurance with us. I also noticed you don't have life insurance. If we bundle that, that's gonna give you more savings. Really? Yeah, let me go ahead and give you a quote. So I was sending out call me calls and I would tear it up. But the problem is I was doing everything. I was doing mailers, call me calls, internet leads. I was doing everything to talk to people on the phone. And so when I sat down with Lewis, he said, bro, you taught me them call me cards. And this is what I did. He said, I track everything that I do. He said, I sent out 10, I closed 3. I sent out 20, I closed 6. I sent out 60, I closed 9. So I stopped doing everything but what you showed me. He was concentrating his energy on what was giving him the biggest return. And the key to it is he tracked his business. So from then on, I began to track my business. I began to say, okay, I wasn't just doing everything like I used to. I would do everything, but then I would track it. How many calls did I send out? How many callbacks did I get? Like, I tracked everything. And what started happening, I started, like him, concentrating my energy where I was getting the best return on my investment. And I passed him. Now, he was selling me under the table. But once I learned how to concentrate my energy on what's going to get my business the biggest return, I began to invest into it. So, what does that got to do with the Dallas Cowboys? Because when most people look at prospects, I said this before, they look at the seed. They don't look at the environment. And I'm going to tell you, just like the parable, the success of the seed was the environment more than the seed. So let me ask y'all a question. If you're looking at your organization, and let's just think out loud together, you can have any answer. Where is the Dallas Cowboys getting their best return on their investment? Take your time. I ain't gonna even tell you. It's kind of obvious. But where are they getting their best return? I want to get some answers too. I want to tell you so bad, but I want to first give y'all a chance to answer. Where are we getting the best return on investment? I want to see what y'all say. My boy Nate, love it. And I agree. But I got one answer. I don't like that. I don't like having one answer. There's too many people here. There's too many people here. Where are we getting our best return on investment? We got 2 answers. I like both of them. I like it. And we starting to get some answers now. So I'm going to start sharing what I see. All right. So my boy Nate said offensive line. Ooh, I'm loving your answers. Man, some of y'all answers are fire. I ain't even think of some of this stuff y'all saying, and it's true. But all of this got something to do with the presentation. And guess what? I'm going to add to my presentation because of y'all. Because I didn't even think of Dak. Some of y'all saying Dak, and it's true. I'm finna add Dak to this presentation, and I wasn't even thinking about Dak. But you right. Dak is a person that gives you a good return on investment. I didn't even think of that. But Dak for sure. Dak for sure. Dak is one of, you ever notice whatever you invest into Dak, he give you a return on it? Ooh, I'm like, y'all answers are good. Ooh, these answers are fire. Hold on, let me share some of y'all answers. So some of y'all said Dak. Okay. Ooh, let me share some of this stuff. So my boy Nate said O-line. Oscar said mostly Dak. My boy Big Santana said O-line and QB. James said overall QB. Dre said O-line. Good thought right here, Pastor. Undrafted free agents. That's true. I ain't even think of that. That's true though. That's true. That's true. I ain't even think of that. I'm gonna have to add that into this presentation as well. Man. Now, this is one I wasn't thinking about, but this is true. Will McClay. This is a good one.
Bruh.
This show is already good. Ooh, y'all adding to it. Ooh, Miss Lockhart, I'd agree. DB. Oh, man. Oh, BPA. Ooh, I agree, Pastor Taff. Ooh. I agree. Ooh, I like this answer. Corners. My boy JC, he say Zach Martin for sure. I think that's a great answer.
Bruh.
Man, I'm already liking this. Oh, man. Ooh, second. Ooh, wait. I didn't think it is. He said second contracts for draft picks. Yep, I agree. I agree. I had to think about it. Yes, I agree. Wow. Y'all shocked me with them answers. That was outside the box. I wasn't expecting a lot of them answers, man. There was some good answers, for real. For real. It was a lot of stuff y'all said I wasn't even thinking. That I'm going to talk about today, though. Because, see, just like you track to figure out what works, sometimes you got to go through these exercises to figure out where should the Cowboys invest. So let's talk about some of the answers that came out today. Undrafted free agents, offensive line, Dak, corners, Zach Martin. I'm looking at y'all answers. These are good answers. These are all areas we should invest. Because why? I asked you, where you getting your best return on investment? I'm going to say, to be all the way honest, the best soil to me on the entire team is the offensive line room. I think that's where your best and your richest soil. And I believe with all my heart that the soil makes the seed. So like for real, let's go back to the parable. If you go back to the parable, the soil had more to do than the growth of the seed than the seed. Now, let's think about it. Who over the last 12 years have been the leaders of the Dallas Cowboys as a unit? Which group? Offensive line. Offensive line. When you have Fredericks, Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, the leadership between them was so strong the level of them was so high that if you came into that room, you know you was with legends, and it made you want to line up. It made you want to line up. That is and still is right now the environment of the Dallas Cowboys. To where if you go into this environment with upside, you are going to reach your upside. The question is, do you actually have the upside? Because if you have the upside, you go get there. And that's why, in my opinion, offensive line, especially at 24, is becoming even more the place to invest. So, look at my thumbnail close. Look at my thumbnail real close. If you look at the soil, you see Steele, Tyler Smith, Zach Martin, Tyron Smith. But if you go look at the seed that's trying to bud, it's those current tackles. The soil making a powerful another seed. So let me show you how powerful the soil is for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm serious too, bro. I'm giving y'all all I got with this one, bro. I'm giving y'all all that I got. I really want y'all to hear me on this. I'm giving y'all my heart on this one. See, look, let's make the case. So Tyler Smith, when he was coming out, was by most unanimously your fifth best tackle. Nobody blinked at it. It was not a surprise. It made sense. It also aligned to his film. Okay? But see, this was the key. See, a lot of people, when they looking at these draft picks, they looking at them like seed. They not looking at that seed being mixed with the right soil. So they only focus on the player and what that player is at the moment of being drafted. So when he was drafted, he was the fifth best seed. Yes, he was, and it was accurate. You wasn't wrong. You was not wrong. What happened though is that seed walked into the right environment. That seed walked into all pro knowledge. Remember, Peters was on that team too. Guys that know how to take care of their bodies for the long haul, how to get prepared for a game, how to deal with the media, how to be a pro. Who are the right trainers to deal with in the off season? That's the soil. And you can see it, and you don't even have to look too close. So let's look at the seed and how he walked in. See, when the seed walked in, that was his face. When he was drafted, see, that's who we drafted. The overweight guy. Yeah, he was a first rounder, but he wasn't optimized. So he walked in shape, but chubby. He did. But because of the environment, crazy workers like Steele, crazy workers like T. Smith in front of him, Zach Martin, all this great soil, within 3 months, and this is literally the same year, Within 3 months, he went from looking like this to this. You see the difference? That's 3 months of this seed in the right soil. This is a literal, accurate picture of how he walked in. And then when you put that seed in the soil, what began to grow? You can just look at his chin and see that he's different. What's the difference? Look at it. This is a 3-month difference. Literal 3 months. Rookie camp, walking in the training camp. Rookie camp, walking in the training camp. That's the power of when you invest and you put the right talent where you get the best return on your investment. So let's look at a couple of things. I'm going to take my time with this. All right. Because see, if we don't look at this right, we'll misunderstand the power of what I'm saying. So this is what I'm going to do. Let's look at the film real quick. Okay. Let's look at some film. The first film we're going to look at is Tyron Smith as a senior. Okay. Looking at his pass pro. So if we turn it on his pass pro, this is Tyron Smith literally the same year he got drafted. Hands wide. You gonna see this a lot. The OC, he did a great job of breaking down his video. The worst things you gonna see is he gonna be working with a lot of wide, ugly, nasty hands. Technique horrible. Elbows out. That's why he got a lot of holding calls. Yeah, look at him. Hands out. Like he grabbed, his hands go stay out almost the whole film session. Right? Now, yeah, so this is Tyron Smith. But this is Tyron Smith, the seed. This is not Tyron Smith when he's in there with the right soil. Right? So what you seeing here is rawness. Raw. Look at his hands, wide as hell. He blocked it the whole time he pass proing. Is with the ugliest technique in the world. He just raw. Yeah. Just ugly pass pro. All right. Then look at him after he sat in that soil. This is literally the same year. The same year. Not even 6 months later, 7 months later, everything about him looked different. Look at his body. Just look. We watch it from the back end. Just watch the back end. Now this is the same year. This is year 1. But I want you to look. We gonna pause it when we gonna show his body. I gotta see the back end. Oh, I don't have a back end view. God, please let me have the back. I need to see him from the back. Hold on real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. Cause see, one thing I want you to see is I want you to notice him when he was a seed and him when he was a seed coming out of good soil. See, this is him as a seed. And you could just look at the body. Look at his body is different. Just totally different. Way different. So listen, let me keep going. Because it was somebody else that greatly benefited from the soil of the offensive line room. Terence Steele. Greatly benefited from being around the right soil. Yeah. Cause see, I put Terence Steele. I wasn't even writing a Boss Cowboy guide yet, but I still had a write-up on him that I did on Facebook. And he was my top 10 sleeper. And I said Terence Steele is another sleeper tackle to keep an eye on. He has extremely long arms and is a very good finisher. Is that true? Was I telling the truth? He looks to punish and not just block. Was I telling the truth? In the first 30 seconds of the video, he is throwing guys around and finishing blocks. By 2023, a lot of the Dallas Cowboy offensive contracts will be expiring. To have players reaching their veteran legs by the time some of the vets are older would be wise. Upside. Yep. It's still on my Facebook too. My breakdown of Terence Steele. And when you put Steele in that soil, what happened? When you mix the upside potential of Steele and put him, the seed of Steele, with the soil and pedigree of other Hall of Famers, what happened? What happened? You now got a super Steele. Not the seed mixed with the right soil, the right environment, produce first round right tackle talent. Oh, it's not an accident, y'all. Is it an accident that now we got another undrafted free agent playing on the starter level? Huh? Or is it that upside mixing with the soil? Why did we see such a jump from Awesome Richards? Why? I believe it's the soil. Believe it's the soil. Not the seed. Cause see, they're good by themselves. They was drafted good. But when you put that good seed in the right soil, what did the scriptures say? It can produce you 30, 60, 100-fold. When you put and you invest into the right environments. Soil. So now I'm finna get to the point. And this is where I see a major opportunity for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna ask all of y'all a question. If I could get you a second rounder, but almost guarantee you that he go play like a top 5 talent, would you take that deal? Of course. But a lot of times people don't see it like that because they only look at the seed. They don't look at the seed and the soil. They just look at the seed. So, like for instance, in the final word, I was having this conversation. And I was saying, it's some guys that y'all might consider reaches, but they're not a reach if you factor in the environment in which they going into. They not a reach at all. Now, if you drafted that person by themselves, just the seed, okay, I see the risk. But when you add that upside in that seed to this environment, you go get what you've been getting. And that's top 5 returns. Yeah. You gonna keep getting it too. It's gonna keep happening. Like, think about it. This just happened in our face. Tyron Smith came in as the 5th best, but because of the soil, in 1 year, he was hands down the best in that class. So, like I talked about when I was selling, you got to figure out where you're getting your return on investments and keep investing into it. Yeah. See, this is also the best time to do it. I'm finna break this down, man. This is the best time to do it. And I'm gonna tell you what the breakdown is. A lot of people, now slow down and listen to what I'm getting ready to say. Listen real closely what I'm getting ready to say. Too many of us feel like players lose value because of the round in which they're drafted. We looking at it wrong. Because you drafted in the 2nd round does not mean you are not 1st round talent. Okay? That's super important what I just said. Because what's mixing up a lot of people right now, because this draft class so deep, 1st round talent at tackle and guard will be drafted in the 2nd. It's not that they not good players or 1st round players. It's just that it's a deep draft. This is a draft full of COVID. It added juniors. It's a deep draft. And I figured out the best way to explain it. And I promise y'all go get it if you stay with me. I promise you. So stay with me real quick. I'm gonna explain it to you like this. All right. So let's pretend we dealing with some eggs, right? And most of the time, when you go to get some eggs, it's about 5 to 6 1st round eggs. 5 to 6. Okay. Every time you go to the grocery store, every time you go to the store, 5 to 6 eggs. This year is 12. Okay. You got 12 eggs. All right. 12 1st round eggs. So if you trying to get you some eggs, you got double the chance now to get the 1st round eggs, because this particular store has a unique deal that you're not gonna see, to where you usually getting 6 1st round eggs in the 1st. Now it's 12. But this is what's happening to people. Because there's so many eggs, some of those eggs are being drafted in the 2nd round. But they still 1st round eggs. No, I don't want them eggs. No. They still 1st round eggs. But they in the 2nd round. But I know that those eggs are going to be drafted in the 2nd round. But they're still eggs. They're still 1st round eggs. I don't want them. You shouldn't draft a second round player in the first. Well, this draft is different. Yeah, what would usually be egg 7 and in the first, it would usually be wiped out. I mean, you just got a lot of eggs this year. But no. I don't want the 13th or the 12th best tackle. You looking at it wrong, bro. It's not about where they're ranked in this particular draft. It's the fact that this draft got a lot of good ones. It's a lot of good eggs. I don't want it. Oh, shit. All right. So check it out. Because we still go. So let's double check my work on what I just said. Let's double check my work on what I just said. Let's see if I was capping on what I just said. Hold on real quick. Yeah. Y'all give me 1 second. I gotta find it. There it is. Found it. All right. Let's double check my work. Okay. Let me see. 2022, 2020. Okay. All right. Let's double check what I just said. Okay. Let's start with, now, this is the benefit. I'm going to tell you right now. This is the benefit of writing a book. When you write a book, you can really go check your work. You can go check and double check not just your analysis from this year. You can go double check the analysis from your previous year and double check the size and quality of these different drafts, which I did, which I'm getting ready to do with you in front of you. Give me 1 second. Y'all give me 1 second. I need to fix something real quick. All right, there we go. Miss Lockhart said, buy 18 eggs and you guarantee 12 good ones. Ooh. All right, check this out. I like that, Miss Lockhart. I like that. All right, so here we go. All right, so I'm going to show y'all my work. All right, here we go. All right, so if we go back to 2020, the first year that I wrote the Boss Cowboy Guide, right? Let's count the amount of first round tackles that I had in terms of targets. Okay. All right. So Becton 1, Andrew Thomas 2. See, I got a target of round 1 with him. Tristan 3. All right. Jedrick Wills 4. Josh Jones 5. And see, right around here, you can see now I'm looking at them as bottom of the first, second round. So already I'm about done. It's pretty much no more in that class. I only had about 5 as potential first rounders. That's from 2020. All right. So close to 6 eggs in that class. Am I right or wrong? About 6 eggs, right? 6, okay. 2021, let's count. Panay Sewell, clear first round egg. Tucker, wasn't clear first round egg. Yeah, he actually was. So 2. Jenkins, he was a bottom of the first, second by most, but to me, he was a first. 3. Slater 4. After that, you about done with first rounders. So once again, about 6 eggs. I'm just doing the math in front of you, right? And this is from my own work. These are my books. Okay. Okay, let's go to 2022. Let's count. Akeem, 1. Evan Neal, 2. Trevor Penning, 3. Charles Cross, 4. Finally, around the bottom of the first, our guy, Tyron Smith, 5. Once again, 5 or 6 eggs is all you get. Let's look at last year, which we said was a nice class. Peter Saronsky was my number 1. Paris Johnson, my number 2. Darrell Wright, my number 3 tackle. Broderick Jones, my number 4 tackle. Number 5 was DeJuan Jones. Number 6 was Anton Harrison. After that was Matthew Bergeron, who we now know Dallas was looking at for pick 24. So last year, we still had only about 6 eggs as first rounders. Now let's look at this year. Boy, man, let me pull this up. Ooh, I can't wait to show y'all this year. This year is crazy, bro. Like hold on, let me pull it. Hold on. Let me pull it. Y'all give me 1 second. Man, where you? Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Y'all give me 1 second. No, it's not that. 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 It's gonna be this. Y'all give me 1 second, man. I thought I had it pulled up. I didn't. Hold on real quick. I'm about to pull it up another way. Y'all be patient though, because this is the point where I'm gonna bring it home. Alright, that's not it either. Okay, hold on real quick. I know another way to get it. Alright, let me just pull it up the whole old way. Alright, give me a second. Alright, here we go. So if you look at the tackle class from this year, man, it is, bro, the tackle class from this year is so freaking crazy. Now listen. I showed y'all from my own book how you only see, hear me out, how you only see about 4 to 5 to 6 eggs, right? This class has about 5 first round right tackles. Ooh. First, yeah, just the right side players. It has about 5 to 6 left first round of graded guys. Like, look at the list. It's crazy. Like, this is crazy. Joe Alt, left side, first round, grade. Fashanu, butchered his name, right side. So yeah, this will show you. You click on it. Left tackle. All right. Right tackle. They should. Oh, left tackle. My fault. 2 left tackle. My fault. Yeah. JC the right tackle. So we got 2 lefts. We got a right. All right. I'm just showing y'all. Another right tackle. So now we 2 and 2. Mims. Now we 2 and 3. Troy, left side. Now we 3 and 3. 3 left tackles, 3 right tackles. Tyler, right tackle, but I don't have him with a first round grade. Graham, I got him with a first round grade, easy. And left side. A left side tackle, guard, and center, and nasty. Whoo. Jordan Morgan, left side. Yeah. I'm talking about, and with left side / right side player in Kingsley. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, one of my top sleepers, and it's not even no sleeper. What's going on? A lot of people are afraid of Patrick because they looking at it wrong, in my opinion. See, if Patrick Paul would have been in the last 4 drafts, he is clearly and easily a first rounder. Clearly and easily. But in this particular class, most people ranking him. But I don't want him because he's a second rounder. Bro. He's a first round talent with the biggest upside. You take that seed, you put it in the soil, and it generates Tyron Smith all over again. Where you get the guy with the upside, you put him in the environment, and when you put him in an environment, you get an all-pro return on your investment again. So that's why when you look at the thumbnail, I don't even just have him. I got 4 potential left side tackles that's going to likely be there at 24. So let me show y'all this, and I'm going to show you why, in my opinion, we really got to understand this. So listen to this. Because if you would have got Steele by himself, he probably wouldn't have been what he was. But when you put Steele in the room where you got elite training like Duke, as well as those Hall of Famers, the upside of these guys is tremendous. That's why when we got Tyron Smith, he was the 5th graded tackle. But when he came in that room and got cooked by the Hall of Famers in Duke, he was clearly then the year after that the clear best tackle. So I believe the Dallas Cowboys is the best place for upside tackles. That's why you get certain guys like this in the first. If he got classic upside, and you put him in this room, especially if you're trying to wait out Tyron Smith. Yeah. See, if you looking at Patrick Powell or his type, right? If you're looking at Patrick Powell or his type as a seed, you gonna miss my whole point. If you just looking at him as the player he is now, that's like looking at Tyler. That's like looking at Tyler based on what he was at. That's like saying this is Tyler. No, that's not the real Tyler. The real Tyler is the one that sat in that saw for a minute. But when you just picking a player based on their upside, or picking a player and not considering the environment, you miss this opportunity because you focused on this guy, double chin guy, bad technique guy. Yeah, you focused on Tulsa. You should be focused on the potential all-pro that can happen from you investing into the right guy and putting them in the right environment. And people misunderstand it. I'm gonna show you. Listen, I'm gonna show you because I had a nice little debate on here over this. I'm gonna show y'all how people miss it, and people miss it bad. Now watch this. Watch this. So I showed the clip, right? Put it on Twitter, right? My boy Jerry Jones, Glory Hole, say, not at 24 though. I would take him in the second round. See? It's the same eggs, bro. It's a first round egg. But see, what happened is we start getting caught up in where they drafted versus the talent. I said, did you listen to the context? Yeah, he's not a first rounder. See, he's focused on what round he's going to be drafted. This person is not focused on the talent that you're getting. And that's showing you the trip up with a lot of our fans. Is we think all draft classes are the same. We don't put it together that, yeah, Cooper Kupp, he was drafted in the third round, but he was also in a deep class. But he still was top talent. See, when you start comparing draft class to draft class, you see the opportunities better. See, look, I don't want no second round. I don't want no second round egg, bro. It's the same egg, bro. It's a first round talented egg. But I don't want it in the second round, bro. It's first round talent. That's just so go happen to be graded in the second round this year only because it's too many damn eggs. He's not a first rounder. And then I said, so you didn't listen to the clip. Okay. They not going to draft an upside guy when there are better tackles. I say, why are people so sure what the Cowboys are not going to do? Anything is possible with the news of Tyron. Patrick wasn't even on their list they met with, which can also mean they really like him. This is chess. He's the 13th ranked tackle. No! Yeah, he's serious too. He's 13. See, he thinking 13 is bad. Yeah. It's the same damn eggs. See, if it would have been, what's sad, if it would have been this egg carton, he would want it. That's the sad thing. And yeah. So if this same dude, Patrick, yeah, same dude, yeah, Patrick Paul, would have been in last year's, he would have been graded over Matthew Bergeron. Easily. Graded over Matthew Bergeron. Easily. Oh, I want them eggs. I want that. Yeah, cause you think, cause it's only 6 last year. It's 12 this year. Oh, I don't want no second round eggs. Bro, it's the same. It's first round talent. No, it's not. It's a second round egg. I don't want it. No. No, you're not listening. Listen. Stop being stubborn. And this dude, I don't know who he was, but he was being stubborn. He been stubborn as hell. He was so locked in to where they drafted that he was missing my point. I said Tyler Smith was the fit because he was like, he's the 13th ranked tackle. He missing my whole point. Just like Tyler Smith was the 5th graded tackle, and everybody that graded him like that was right. As a seed, the seed of Tyler Smith was the 5th best. But none of us did a good job of factoring in the soil of where he was being drafted into and the upside that happens from the right soil. Just like I showed you in the scriptures, the success of the seed was the soil, not the seed. The environment was the main thing. It was not the raw traits of the seed. The soil. And this guy missed it. Totally missed it. Stuck on where they're drafted, not the talent of who you drafted. I said Tyler Smith was the 5th, and after going into the Dallas Cowboys environment, he is clearly now the 1st best tackle. Listen to the video before locking into your stubborn stance. Context is king. Because I could tell the whole time he never listened. I could tell. I said, did you listen to the video, bro? No, he didn't say no. I don't want him at 24. Nope. Now hear me out. No, I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen. No. Listen, bro. Listen. Let me make my case. No. I'm not listening. No. You can't talk me into it. All right. Well, shit. Cool. I'll let you hang on that. You can't do nothing when people don't want to listen, and it's like, bruh. But if you listen to the whole case, bruh, it's no denying this is one of the best places for your investment. This is also one of the best times to do it. How many times are we gonna have 12 first round eggs again, bruh? At a key position we might need right now. How many times we gonna have a chance like this? How many times? How many times we gonna see a draft where the guy that's 12th or 13th in this particular class would have been 5th or 6th in last year's class? How many times we gonna see that? And let's talk about more soil, because I ain't finished. One of the key pieces of soil that we got, that other teams just ain't got, one of the biggest secret weapons that Dallas has in his back pocket, where people travel around the whole damn country to visit the person that's in our backyard. One of the biggest pieces of soil sitting right here in DFW. Duke, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. This ain't even hard. This is one of the biggest pieces of soil that we sitting on right here. Duke Manyweather. You can look at his promo video and you should already know where he is just by looking at it. Yeah, and Tyrone Church, he said we overrating the O-line problem. I agree. I totally agree. We overrating it. It's definitely not at center. Definitely not. Not like how people saying. Nope, it's not. Nope, it's not. But I still want to invest into this, Tyron. See, I want to invest into it because of the timing. The timing. See, last year we played with that simulator over and over. And guess what? Every time, if we didn't go up to around 15 or 16, every one of them tackles was wiped out every time. Do y'all remember that last year on the simulator? We kept trying to figure out how to get those tackles, those top 6 tackles. Y'all remember that? And we had to, in a simulator, trade up to 15 to even have a chance at getting a few of those eggs. This year, you could actually sit put and that egg go come right to you. Think about that. How many chances you gonna have at that? Man, just think about that. Bro, you can't tell me the last time we had about 10 first round time. You can't tell me in the last 20 years when this happened. If something is a once in a 20-year thing, I think you need to go and get on that sale. Black Friday. Once every 20 years, man. You better, hey. I'm going to be standing in that line. Huh? Black Friday. What? You ain't going to see us again until 20 more years. Nah, I'm standing in line. Give me some of them. And we ain't going to see this sale again. And you seeing this sale right when you losing a key piece. You losing a key piece, and right when you losing that key piece, it's a sale on first round tackles. Hey, and so then, yeah. So think about all the soil that's in Dallas. Think about the soil. Not just Zach Martin, not just Tyron Smith, but then you add in Duke. And as I was looking at Duke, guess what I found on his channel? Tripped me out. Guess what I found on his channel? Or on his Twitter? Oh, the same person that I was talking about. Wow, what a coincidence. Wow, Patrick Paul. Oh, yeah, so, and we know the Dallas Cowboys love the Rascal guys. Oh, we know that. So one of the guys with the biggest RAS score is the exact same guy that I was saying it makes sense to get at 24, and it's actually not a reach. It's not a reach at all, because if you get a guy with the most upside and you put that seed in that soil, you mess around and get a top 5 return on your investment again. Patrick Paul. Wow. The exact same. I don't know, Duke. But this is what I said. Because if you would have got Steele by himself, he probably wouldn't have been what he was. But when you put Steele in the room where you got elite training like Duke, as well as those Hall of Famers, the upside of these guys is tremendous. That's why when we got Tyron Smith, he was the 5th graded tackle. But when he came in that room and got cooked by the Hall of Famers in Duke, he was clearly then the year after that the clear best tackle. So I believe the Dallas Cowboys is the best place for upside tackles. That's why you get certain guys like this in the first. If he got classic upside and you put him in this room, especially if you're trying to wait out Tyron Smith, all that upside. And see, Joker, I like what you're saying right here. I'm not gonna fight you on this. This is creative. He said could use that first round pick for a wide receiver, then trade up in the second for the tackle. I ain't mad at that. And see, that's why on Thursday we are doing a draft show. All right, we doing a draft show. We wasn't gonna break out the simulator until after free agency, but we breaking out the simulator this Thursday. The reason why we breaking out the simulator because we want to kind of play with that scenario that you just said. You know, we want to kind of look and see what's available, right? We want to mock it. We want to simulate it. We want to say, okay, let's look at getting our tackle for the future and seeing what's left for receiving the second, or do we get our receiver and weapon for Dak, who is also good soil? See, because I like what y'all said. I asked a good question in the beginning. I say, what's another place where you get excellent returns on your investment? Most of y'all said offensive line and Dak. That's what most of y'all said. So if you do get a receiver in the first round, you are still investing into excellent soil. But what we trying to figure out is which one should be first and which one is the smartest. The reason why I'm still leaning on tackle, yes, Special K, I'm with you. Special K, I'm with you. This is the reason why I'm still leaning tackle, because historically, let me just ask a question. Which one is drafted first? Historically. Which run is almost every year first? The tackle run. Am I lying? Which run is usually last? Receiver. So that's where I kind of disagree. And I think you should get your tackle first, because likely, in my opinion, your receiver, you gonna still love the receiver that's available at pick 2. I'm almost certain you gonna love it, because I'm certain this class is perfectly similar to the AJ Brown class. Because let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all remember in 2017 When A.J. Brown was drafted, DK Metcalf, Debo, and McLaurin, they was all second round receivers. But let me ask you a question. If you could get any one of them to be our number 2, would you care? Who? Would you care if it was Debo as your number 2? You wouldn't. You would be cool with it. Yeah, I'm rocking with Debo. Appreciate the super chat, OG. I'm gonna get it in just a second. Yeah, all of us would be cool with Debo as the number 2. DK as our number 2. Oh yeah, AJ Brown as our number 2. Oh yeah, we would have all loved it. That's what this draft class is getting ready to be like, because it's too many good receivers. Yeah, I'm with you, Special K. My boy say, nope, I want a DK. But Special K, would you have been mad? Let's say if DK was drafted and you was left with Debo, would you have been mad? You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't have been mad. You'd have been like, damn, I wanted DK, but we got Debo. We would have been good with that. That's how this draft class gonna be. I didn't even see Dalton Schultz comments yet. I'll check it out. Chris said, what did I feel about Dalton Schultz comments? I didn't see his comments yet. Yeah. So anyway, man, but this is the deal, Joker. It's multiple ways to skin a cat. You know, I'm not so in love with tackle that I'm just gonna close my ears to any outside ideas. You know what I mean? I'm just making my case and I'm listening to your case. You see what I'm saying? I'm not in everybody's case, but I do feel you, Special K. I feel you. Yeah, boy, I feel what you just said. Yeah, I feel like receiver to a degree. And I'm going to shock y'all with this. We really low-key don't have no needs at receiver. Low-key. It would make us better, but it ain't no major need. I agree with you, Special K. Because think about it. As much as we complaining about potentially upgrading receiver, we were still the number 1 offense, top 2 in points. Your quarterback was still MVP candidate and got hot after game 6 with the same weapons. So if your offense number 1 and top 2, right? And if we move Tyler Smith to left tackle, we really honestly don't have no need for no tackle. We don't. So since we talking about soil, I think I made the case on why I believe offensive line is your best room to invest. You get your best return on your investment from investing into that offensive line room. But I'm not finished. I want to talk about more soil, right? All right. I'm going to ask y'all a question. And y'all already answered this. What's some bad soil with the Dallas Cowboys? Because that's also a place we got to be careful. I'm going to tell you a place that when I think about the soil, I'm afraid to put the seed. See, remember I showed y'all in the parable of the soil. Remember I showed you. It wasn't the seed. It was the environment. Yep. A farmer went out to sow his seed. As he was scattering the seed, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some fell on rocky places where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly, but because the soil was shallow, but when the sun came up, the plants were scorched, and they withered because they had no root. The soil killed the seed. So I'm looking at y'all answers. So Scott McCurley was one of y'all answers in terms of bad soil. My boy Life Crazy, he said linebacker DT. I'm not sure about DT because I don't know enough about the coach. I like this answer. He said front office is bad soil. Jerry. Miss Lockhart said linebacker. Special K said coaching. Then Chris explained this. He said bad soil is too okay. Okay, hold on real quick. Okay, it took me a while to get it. Okay. Oh, but Chris say bad soil is tools going on while the players are working out. Ooh. Yeah. Quan said the soil is the organization. All right, yeah. So the bad soil that I see, one of the worst pieces of soil to me is Scott McCurley. To me, that's a bad place to put your draft seed. Cause see, could it be the soil that's hurting one of your draft choices already? Yep. I stand on that, man. I stand on that. I had a top 5 grade on Clark. I was very accurate that he diagnosed bad even in college. But man, if you throw another linebacker, a young linebacker to a young coach, that soil just might eat up that seed. But a place that I'm also growing open for 24 because of the soil, corner. The soil of Al Harris is crazy. See, he was already able to get a second round corner to become top 5. I'm talking about lottery. I'm talking about specializing in the most important thing, getting the ball. So his coaching struck lightning. Then you did it again. Al Harris to me would not be a bad place to plant seed. I'm being honest. I'm looking around and saying, what are some of the places to where if I'm trying to get the best return on my investment? And Al Harris wouldn't be a bad idea. Because see, Diggs is coming off an ACL. And we got to prepare ourselves for him not to be himself. You got to prepare yourself for him to still take a little while to gain confidence from that knee. I don't think it'd be wise to assume that we go see the exact same Diggs prior to injury. I think that's a very unwise assumption. So to invest in corner at 24 probably go make a lot of sense. Al Harris is good soil. Another place to me that's some good soil, Coach Wells. I think Coach Wells is fantastic soil. Because you notice whenever he gets seed, the return is beautiful. Schultz wasn't playing the way that he was playing into Coach Wells. Jarwin didn't even really just jump up and become that dog before he was injured into Coach Wells. The way Ferguson and Hendershot played as rookies, that shows you, just keeping it real, that Coach Wells is probably some of the best soil that we have. Facts. It's also why I believe year 2 Schoon is going to be way better. Because the seed alone but I believe if you add the upside and the RAS score of Schoon going into year 2 with the SAR of Coach Wells, I think we go see next year what we wanted to see this year. But I put it like this: if Luke can't shake it off next year, he gotta go. He gotta go. Cause see, you'll be the only one. You'll be the only seed that didn't take off under his soil. Because if you the only seed that don't take off under Coach Wells' soil, the seed the problem. Because everybody else, when they get in his soil, they grow up. Them plants grow. If you the only plant that don't grow from being in Coach Wells' soil, you got to go. The problem is you. But I'm going to give him one more year. But next year, we better see some. Because I believe in the soil that come from Coach Wells. But see, the reason why this presentation is so important, because I also feel like we missed out on a great opportunity when we didn't put our energy on the people that gave us the best return on our investments. You know, I'm going to show you somebody that was a major opportunity we missed out on not investing into. Some of y'all go feel me, some of y'all won't. But the more I thought about this presentation, we greatly messed up not investing more into Rod. Because it was nobody that got more out their seed than him. He was taking people like David Irvin, who was almost, he was a late round draft pick. And y'all know what David Irvin became under him. Tank was a second rounder, not a first rounder, a second rounder. And became the top overall free agent. He gladly took scraps. We gave him people like Covington and said, make it work. And he made it work. We gave him Crawford. And he made it work. Can you imagine Rod with these boys? Could you imagine Rod with Mozzie? That's why you gotta know where to invest. If you don't track your business like I learned to do, track and say, where am I getting the best return on my investment? Is it the call me cards? Is it the internet leads? Where am I getting my Where am I getting my best return? Let me track. So yeah, man. Yeah. Cowboy Nation is not just the draft pick. It's the environment as well. And I want us to think about this more and more and more every year. Every year, I don't want us to be the fans that's just thinking everybody that we draft is a mustard seed. A seed that's going to move a mountain on its own. Most seeds are not mustard seeds, a determined type of seed. Most seeds take maintenance, and the maintenance around it is the soil. The soil is the most important thing. So I don't want to just get caught up on this player, this seed, this player, this trait. If we not thinking about that player and the environment in which they going in, we could be team building in a goofy way. Yeah, because I love the linebackers, and I do. I like Wilson. I like all of them boys. But Wilson, the seed, with Scott McCurley, the soil.
Oh, hell no!
That affects my draft strategy. And on this super chat, he said, imagine if we can get an already high graded tackle and match that with Duke. Ooh, that's my point right there, bro.
Dracarys.
You get it, bro. I think a lot of people don't get it, bro. It's as simple as what you said, bro. I don't know why. I don't know why people can't imagine that, bro. That's a simple thing to imagine. One of these 12 eggs, all we need is one. I already told you I like Paul, but I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. My thumbnail got about 4 different tackles that I would be fine with working with Duke. 4. It ain't gotta be. Yeah, but I don't get why people don't get that, bro. Say, do y'all want to take some calls, man? Y'all want to call in today? Because I left my phone. I'm going to have to go get it if y'all want to call in. If not, I'm going to go ahead and conclude the show. Because tomorrow I will be back. We going to be doing the draft show. We going to be talking about the receivers. I'm going to expect probably some debates again. Expect that, because we all are trying to wrap our heads around pick 24. It's not easy. What to do at 24 with this much talent is real. And then Landlord, he's super high on receiver at 1. So it's gonna be interesting, man. I want to kind of see how we kind of work through that, and then it's gonna be curious to see what the simulator. So y'all say y'all want to take some calls. All right, my boy Life Crazy say he want to take some calls. Y'all hold on, let me go get my phone, man. I'll be right back, man. Y'all listen to some music while I go get my phone. I'll be right back. All right, let's get these phones going.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby, down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the labels want the rights to me. CD on my back and it feel light to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me.
All right, we got the phone lines cracking. I see my boy B Bird in the house. Let me flash this number and we gonna get to it. Yeah, give me 1 second to flash this number. Bingo. All right. Well, y'all give me 1 second. Y'all filling up. I love it. Y'all filling up. All right. Let's kick it off, B Bird.
Hey, what's up? What's up, boss? How you doing today, brother?
Good, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I was gonna ask you, because it's a freestyle, I was gonna ask you what do you thought about Dalton Schultz comments today?
I never heard it. What'd he say? What
Man, you gotta go back and hear that, man. That's been the buzz, man.
What? I missed it.
Yeah, he was on. I can't remember the guy. What's the former kicker for the Colts, the punter? He has his own podcast, Made It Big.
Yeah.
They asked him what's the difference between the culture in Dallas and Houston, and he said it was kind of like a zoo. In Dallas, he said you working out and they got a two-way mirror where people are tapping on the glass because they're doing tours and all this other kind of stuff. He said that when he got to Houston, it was all about football. He said it was just about football. And he said, he's never experienced anything like that. He said he thought that the experience in Dallas was what the normal was until he went over to Houston. And he said, man, it's just about football. It's not about all these other things. He said, Jerry's good at what he does because he's, good at generating money. But he said, it's just a lot of distractions. He said, I shouldn't be lifting weights and having glass tapped. You can't even lift weights good over there without them, got a tour at the store and all that other kind of stuff. I thought you had heard that, man. That was kind of a big
this
deal.
the first time.
Look at Twitter, man. It's all over the place.
Hey, you don't. It only take a couple hours for it to go. You know what I mean? Like I promise, I within the last 4 hours I was glued in. It don't take long. Ooh, I missed that.
They had a lot of people have done content creators have done some things on it. It was just interesting. I saw some people kind of dogging out Schultz, saying that he might be a disgruntled former employee.
Okay.
And I think, and some people saying because he blocked people on Twitter and this, that, and the other. But no matter if he does do that, if he's saying the same thing Parsons is saying, why are you attacking him? I mean, this has been a common theme said, with former players. And so I don't care how you feel about, don't kill the messenger is what I'm saying. Don't kill the messenger if the message is correct. Just take the message and go with it. Because it is what it is, and I wish you had seen it, man, because like I said, I'm surprised you didn't mention it in your show,
just
man.
See it.
Because a big game. Go on.
This is my first time hearing about it. What time did it break?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of saw it, after 5 o'clock maybe, or 6 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think some people were saying something about it in the chat. They was talking about it in the chat.
Yeah, I saw people talking about it in the chat. I just, you know what it is, B-Bird? When you start prepping for these shows, sometimes you tune off. You know what I mean? And around 5 is where I was, setting up B-rolls and thumbnails.
And I don't know what time it broke, but it's kind of big because what is the guy, man, what is that former punter for the Colts? I can't think his name. He made it real big in podcasting. I can't think of his name now. But he was on his show, so that's a pretty big show to be on.
Yeah, McAfee.
But one of the things that was interesting, McAfee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So one of the things that was interesting to me is that he said he didn't know anything any better because the only place he had ever been was Dallas. And I think
the conference has been locked.
That perspective, man, a lot of our players are going through these things and they just don't know that there's anything better out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you this. Man. I'll give you a little bit of analogy. A long time ago, I was dating this young lady, and me and her was having a debate on, 2-parent household raising versus, just her mom raised her.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were going back and forth. And her mindset was, no, you don't need a father to raise a good kid. I came up all right, and look at me. And so we was kind of going back and forth until it dawned on me is that you've never had a father, so you would know you ain't missed nothing. You would know that you missed anything.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, from your vantage point, if that's the only thing you've ever been raised in is a single mother household, you would know the advantages that you would have. You don't know what you would have been if you had a father there, right? And so that's kind of the same thing that Dallas is with the players there, because what it is they've never been anywhere else. So you ask them about the culture, they say, okay, it's good. Why? Because you've never been to another place. You think everybody got tours through your weight room and are hawking off this and selling a star or selling their brand first. You think it's that way everywhere, but it's not until you go somewhere else and say, wait a minute, we ain't got to stop our workout for a tour. We ain't got to we ain't got to do all this stuff. No, we need you lifting weights, doing what this is about football. Like, wow, I ain't never seen this before. And Schultz said it was refreshing that he had to deal with all the extra stuff.
Mm.
Hey, one thing I'll tell you too, man, before, I kind of was listening to last week when they asked Dak, Steven, and Jerry about the culture. And all three of them pretty much said that everything was good on the culture side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one thing I would say to that, man, is, boss, if you got your kids at the house, and I came over your house and you said, man, you can stay over here for a week, and I stayed over there for a week, right? And then at the end, I tell you, hey, man, look, boss, this environment that you got here ain't good to raise your kids in. What's the first emotion you gonna feel when I tell you that?
Defensive.
Because that's personal, man.
Yep.
Because the people that are in charge, the people that we ask, Dak, Steven, and Jerry, they are in charge of the culture. So their first thing is to be defensive. And you know what I'm saying? And so when people act, because it reflects on them.
Yeah.
And so they're going to say, no, everything's fine. Why? Because my name is attached. I am the franchise quarterback. If you're Steven, I am the person that's getting personnel in.
I could also see why some of them won't feel like they got a culture problem, right? So, like, if you're in a room with Zach Martin and Tyron Smith, it probably ain't no culture issues in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When Dak Prescott is leading the team, you know, they probably get behind Dak. But I don't think the culture things they seeing is like what Schultz is talking about, where he felt like a monkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that part.
Absolutely. The word he used was, and I don't know if somebody put it in chat because I'm not looking right now. He said it was like being in a zoo.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's
the word he used. He said it was like being in a zoo and having people walk by and looking at you all day. And I saw a content creator kind of just blast him on like, what is workouts? Workouts. I mean, why does that bother your workouts? Like, all you got to do. No, he wasn't just saying workouts. He's saying it's the whole process, the whole mindset of the organization is we're going to play football, but we're going to make money off everything, off this brand. Yeah. And that's what he's trying to say. Like, at some point in time, the football got to come before the brand, man.
Yeah, and that's why I called us the Kardashians. Cause see, the Kardashians are the same way. They let the cameras into intimate settings. It's the same thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
What's supposed to be reserved for the family, the world sees it, man. Yeah. But B-Bird, I got a lot of calls.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this before I leave. If Jerry had his way, we'd be on Hard Knocks every year.
Yep.
And I'll let you go.
Every year. Appreciate it, B-Bird.
Yeah.
All right, Coach Q, you live.
Hey, boss.
What's going on, Coach?
I'm so glad that Schultz is gone. Cause we don't need no more weak-minded players. Boss, me and you from the same hood. You remember River Mall, boss? Mm-hmm. You remember Bally's Colored Fitness behind River Mall, boss? Mm-hmm. You remember on Fridays and Thursdays when the females be up in there? Boss, I remember you and I, we get our workouts in. Them same females is in there. Guess what, boss? I worked even harder. So, boss, I want to hear that bull jump. Oh, Carolina. They don't have people in the gym. They sucked. All them teams, this in the top 10, they had nobody in the gym, and they sucked. So don't give me that. Don't give me that. There's too many teams in the NFL that sucked. Too many. And none of them have fans walking in, knocking on windows. Don't give me that bull sugar. That wee-woo. Oh, it's football over here. Huh. Really? Schultz? So that's why the tight end that was in the same fish bowl in the zoo did better than you. That's why Ferguson balled out better than you, because he was in the fish bowl too, sir. Don't give me that bull sugar. So that's why we have all these all pros that was in the same fish bowl. Don't give me that.
You think it's Schultz off? You think it's Schultz off? Is that what you thinking? You think he disgruntled?
Yes. Okay, boss, I'll wait. You tell me when Schultz got in somebody's face.
Never.
I'll wait. You can't tell me.
Well, I saw once. No, actually, I never saw it. No.
That's what I thought. I want that bullshit. Get out of here with that. He gone with that mess. Don't give me that. So, nobody else behind me come mixing that stuff.
You think he hot, bro?
Dude, I don't want to hear it, boss. I don't want to hear it. And boss, you said something so important. And I just thought about it. In the O-line room, you don't have a culture issue. Because you have Hall of Famers.
Right.
They show the guys how to do it.
Right.
You might not like the offensive line coach. He's been doing it for 40 years.
Right.
So you have a coach that you respect.
Right.
Now, like boss, me, you talking about, we might not like some of the techniques he's using, but he know his stuff.
Yeah.
It's a linebacker room. It has a culture issue because you have a coach. They never coached it.
Yep.
That's a culture issue.
That's a coach issue. That's bad soil. Yep, bad soil.
We're excited about our D-line coach. Why? Because he played 18 years, and we saw what his D-line did over the Redskins. That's why we're excited about that culture.
Yeah.
Because he's proven it. We've seen it. We've seen the Redskins kick our butts.
Right.
On the D-line.
Yeah.
So that's not a culture issue. We see and no culture issue in the DB room. We see Ed Harris. Don't give me that.
Don't give me that. Soil is important. So, see, and we don't talk about soil enough.
Come on, boss.
We don't talk about soil enough, bro. We talk about these players. We don't talk about that soil.
Okay, boss. His soil was so good with Houston, he didn't do better Bounce back. Don't give me that.
Don't give me that.
Don't give me that. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of this excuses. Shut your mouth.
Coach.
You got paid.
Coach, forget Schultz, man.
Yeah.
Let's move on to some ball. And I want to take advantage of your
Okay,
offensive
boy,
line,
that got me fired up, dog. Like,
I know,
come on, man.
you defended your turf, bro. I ain't mad at it. You defended your turf. Real quick, what's your thoughts on investing into the offensive line? Like, in what I was talking about.
Okay. So let's get back to the show.
Yeah.
Boss, in business, you focus on what you do well.
Right.
We do really well with the O-line.
It's really well.
We don't really miss. Like first round.
We don't miss.
Boss. We don't miss. Now, fourth, fifth.
We get all pros out the first round.
Boss, like we just don't.
Yeah.
Like, our success rate is unheard of.
It's 100%. Our first rounders are all pros. Frederick, all pro. Tyler, all pro. Tyron, all pro. Zach, that's 100%. Do it again.
Boss, it is so bad that, boss, it don't matter who the coach is.
It don't even matter who the coach is.
All pro under different O-line coaches.
Yup.
So, boss, I'm with you when you watch the show, dude. You was preach to the choir. Boss, you have once in a generation draft with O-linemen.
Yep.
You go get it.
You go get it. You go get it.
You go get it.
This the last time you're gonna see 12 eggs on sale, bruh. They going back to 6. After this year, you gonna see 5, 6 eggs. You ain't gonna see 12.
I'm just saying. And you have talked about it. I've talked about it. Zach Martin ain't getting no older. He ain't getting no younger.
Yeah, gotta replace him, bro.
I mean,
invest.
He's not. So
invest.
So whether you do it this year or next year, you're going to, boss, like you were saying, you need, this the best time to get it.
This the best time.
Boss, like you said, you talked about it. If you have 3 or 4 dominant linemen, you can have one average. So go get you a dominant guy. And you play average guy when Zach Martin retires. Or if Bass is good and we think he is, he'll be above average. He's above average now, in my opinion. So, boss, real talk, if you go right now and get your tackle, leave I've got Tyler at guard, then do whatever you want to do with center. Then you have Zach Martin. With Zach Martin, he puts Bass in there. You have Steele. Now you say it again.
Yep.
Stop playing with it.
You would stop playing with it.
These wide receivers, cool. These wide receivers, cool. But guess what, boss? CD showed you I'm about my money. You ain't getting these balls. So I'm gonna get a first round pick when I have a wide receiver saying, "Give me my balls." Come on, boss. I'm gonna get a wide receiver over a lineman that's gonna play every down.
10 years.
Down in and down out. Come on, boss.
Yeah.
Don't give me that, man. So, boss,
you
are on it 100%. You're on it 100% with this old boss. We do well. I mean, we're great. I'm stop saying well. We're great.
Great.
Drafting the O-lineman in the first round.
It's the best return on investment. It's the best one.
We just are.
It's just what it is.
And and you know what I hated last year, the second round pick, the tight end. But guess what, boss? They don't have a coach in the tight end room. We know Wells can coach. We know he can coach.
Wells can coach.
So guess what? I'm a trust he gonna do something Schoolmaker.
Me too.
Why? Because I've seen it. I've seen it too many times.
He good saw.
Yes. So I'm boss. That got me fired up when Bieber was talking about Schultz, man. I'm glad he confirmed it today. Why he gone? And I hope we get some more weak-minded people out of here.
All right, let me take some more calls, Coach, man. I appreciate it.
I can't lift no weights because somebody tapping on the window. I can't squat because somebody tapping on the window. Get out of here with that, boy. Boss, here, listen. Here in one coming Kim and Carter. We ain't always had the best locker room. We ain't always had the best weight room, but we lifted some weights. We went D1, boss. Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
All right, Coach.
I'm out, boss.
Yeah, Coach, man. That's funny, man. I love it. DP, DP Johnson, you live.
Boss, what's going on with you, bro?
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, you know I had to tap in with you, bro. I've been again, not like you said, a lot of folks be trying to talk about the me first. I told JC and Miss Etta in the chat earlier. Now, I mean, it's funny watching people act a fool over stuff we already talked about what's going to happen. Tyron, bro, nothing but love and respect, gold jacket, first ballot. But, bro, you have not played a full season with our starting quarterback at all at any point in his career. And now he's built himself up to be an all-pro on his contract year. There's no way we can pay you to come back in this game. That's all that came down to. I don't know why that's hard for people to grasp. Now, yes, he played high. He played at a very high level, all pro, and a lot of folks say you don't get rid of that. But you don't own his rights. He's a free agent. So take it on the chin, take a comp pick. You know you're gonna get paid, and move on, bro.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know why it's so much to fret about, bro. But the writing was on the wall last year. It's just he went ahead and took a 1-year prove-it deal that we didn't think he'd take. Let's be 100. And give him credit. He proved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason to supposed to point fingers and get mad. Now, I gotta say, I'm with Coach Q on that Dalton Schultz shit. Bro, like, I was one of them dudes, anybody who played ball and recruited you and your guys was recruited, like, recruiters talk trash about their recruits. Now, I mean, I was one of them cats that would get snatched out of class because the coach didn't have the opportunity to get me some shine, so he'll set up a squat rack for me. He'll tell him, man, I got a 14-year-old sophomore that'll squat 500 right now. And come get me out of class. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, if you can't lift weights in front of people, you can't practice in front of people, your job is to play a game in front of crowds of 30, 40, 50,000 people. And people being around while you're practicing distracts you, that's weak as hell. That's weak as hell. Now, I will say, what it did make me think about, though, is that brand. Because just other things that have come out over the years, you know what I mean? Like how part of the reason why Rashard got ran out is because it didn't look good to some of Jerry Jones' friends to see him yelling at Sean Lee and LVE on the sideline.
I heard that. That
kind of stuff, and okay, the brand, okay, we're on exhibit. It kind of made me think about it at a little bit, but at the same time, if that's the environment, bro, you have to learn how to deal with it. That's what being a human being is. If you're going to be a millionaire athlete, learn how to deal with it. So that's not an acceptable excuse either.
I didn't hear what Schultz said. Yeah. I appreciate it, DP.
He just called it. He just said like D Bird had said. He said it was like a zoo. He's like, pretty much nothing that we do is off limits to the public. That's what he was saying. And my whole thing, like I said, is that's the environment that you was drafted into after 4 years. You should have figured it out.
Yeah, I mean, see, it's a reason why exit interviews are so important.
Yeah.
Because people don't tell the truth while they're working under you. The best time to ask people questions is when they're not with you, and they go tell you what they really think. So, yeah, I'm not really offended by it. To me, it's more so a look within and confirmation. Like I've been saying that we're a reality TV team. That's what we are. You know, we're literally no different than the Kardashians. None. Where everybody will say, I'm with my husband, no cameras. No, Kim is like, come on in. You can see the G-string, you can see the bikini. You know what I'm saying? You know, you I might even let you see me between the sheets if you pay me enough. That's Dallas.
You know, you want to come in the bathroom while I jump in his bathtub? Yeah, that's who Jerry Jones is. I mean, if Jerry Jones could have the cameras walk with him from the press conference through the locker room so he could go over there and shake hands with his favorite player, you think he wouldn't do it?
Yep. So,
I know it is what it is, but I want to say one thing though. Shout out to the chat, because there's something you said earlier in your show that it sounded like you saw somebody talking about it in chat. Dak is good soil, bro.
oh yeah, he good soil. Yes, he good soil.
What receivers, like, we mad at Brandon Cooks because of the way that he was marked. That's that brand. But anybody that watched tape, there was no way Brandon Cooks was going to get 1,000 yards being ignored for half the season.
Yeah.
That's just common sense, especially with the way CD was going off. But he did come back in the second half. The whole thing is, Cook, to me, did about 75% of what I wanted him to do. And the biggest part of what he did was replace Amari as a locker room leader. Now, on the field, he replaced Sarah Wilson. So I'm not mad at folks who want us to go get another outside receiver. So we is still missing that. Know what I mean? But I'm not mad at Cooks for what he does for the locker room and help keep things in line. But that boy, Dak good soil, man. We give him a third rounder. He turned Michael Gallup to 1,100-yard receiver.
Yep.
We give him a first rounder. He didn't turn CeeDee Lamb into an all-pro receiver. You can't be mad at going back to that well neither.
You give him Cobb.
Gave him Cobb. Cobb was almost out the league. Dak got 1 year with Cobb, and that boy got 3 more years. Come on, man.
3 more years. You know what I'm saying?
He got 3 more years off playing with Bang, bro. Come on now.
Cole Beasley got paid.
Cole got paid. All
Schultz.
These boys leagues get paid off that, bro.
Yeah, he good soil.
Schultz
He good soil.
just got another one. You know what I mean? He good, but he that mind ain't quite right for me, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I'm from an era where the OGs told you, you don't measure a man by his social economics. You measure it by his ability to keep his head high and walk through whatever God put in front of him. You can't walk. If things being too nice around you makes you soft, you was probably soft already. You just been acting real good. Know what I mean? That's it.
Appreciate it, DP, man. Good call.
All right, bro. I'll holler at you.
OG DP. Yeah, man. So, appreciate everybody who called in. I did lock the phones, y'all, because I'm starting to get tired. I got to get up early, too. But, yeah. This draft season, I'm not just looking at the seeds. I'm not just looking at the individual players. I think we got to think big picture. I think the big picture is not just the seed, not just this player. Where is this player going to fall, and will we get the best team return on investment? Right now, the best return on investment to me is offensive line. When you draft one in the first round, they're all pros. When you get a chance to get one of these eggs on sale, because you usually only have 6. This year you got 12. I think it's time to go shopping, Dallas. That's just how I see it. You know, there's other rooms to where that soil is good, but the best, and the honest to God best, is Dak and the offensive line. And I'm gonna say the offensive line is a better return for your first round investment than even Dak.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Look, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just tryna get my nigga paid, we can't from Section 8, and I knew I was a since the 2nd grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Niggas hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been in traction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, green to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows. Can't ride the wave cause you ain't got a boat.